When you flip on the television, watch the news, read the newspaper, or even watch sports, the majority of what you see is violence. Much of what we see or read shows us a violent nature. I'm going to talk about three actions that are considered violence and how they're justifiable and also unjust. Violence comes in many forms, and the first form of violence I want to talk about is bullying. Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior which has become very violent and high tech. Bullying involves repeated physical, verbal, psychological attacks or intimidation against a victim who cannot properly defend him or herself. It also includes electronic bullying, which is cyberbullying, threats, rumors, name calling, and physical attacks. Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, sleep and eating problems, loss of interest in activities, decreased academic achievement, suicide, and homicide. A very small number of bullied children might retaliate through violent measures. Bullying was and may have been a significant factor in a few school shootings. And to name a few, Marysville Pilchuck High School in Washington, Sparks Middle School in Nevada, Taft Union High School in California, and Arapahoe High School in Colorado. And with some of these shootings, it ended in suicide. Bullying should be taken serious. Parents and school administrators need to listen to the child and take bullying seriously. The parent needs to reach out to as many people as necessary. Educating teachers, students, parents about the issue can aid in preventing and stopping bullying in schools. Bullying is not a laughing matter. There's a documentary called Bully, which shows the sad reality of bullying and measures, or lack thereof, taken by administrators to punish the bullies. Check it out. My question to you, is bullying justifiable or ethical? Now to a second action that many consider violence, and that is child discipline. Child discipline is a method used to prevent future behavioral problems in children. Imagine this scenario. A mother and her 5-year-old son are in the checkout line at Walmart. She places her items on the checkout table. The son picks up some toys and candy that are in the checkout aisle and demands the mother to buy them. The mother tells the son, "I can't right now. I only have a certain amount of money on me. We'll come back later to get them." The boy began to cry and screams, "I want these toys and candy now." His mother, exasperated, threatens him with timeouts and other deprived privileges. But the stubborn child continues to cry, kick the mother, and scream, causing a scene. The mother stops what she was doing, and she gives the son 3 spanks with her hand onto his bottom and reiterates what she told him. People call this corporal punishment, abuse, discipline, etc. Child discipline is a controversial topic. Although some scholars have agreed against its use, the majority of parents still believe child discipline is necessary. Child discipline, such as spanking, is intended to correct or control the child's behavior. Spanking is considered corporal punishment and is legalized in schools. Here you see corporal punishment in schools is legal in 19 states. What are your thoughts? Child discipline can become unethical when the parent or child care provider use overly harsh and excessive discipline resulting with injury to the child. Physical child abuse is physical injury inflicted upon the child with cruel and or malicious intent, which includes punching, beating, biting, and sometimes burning. My question to you is child discipline justifiable and ethical? Now to my final form of violence, and that is war. According to Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, war is an actual widespread and deliberate armed conflict between political communities motivated by a sharp disagreement over governance. According to the British Broadcasting Corporation, the main just cause for war is to put right a wrong. Just causes for war are self-defense, assisting an invaded friendly nation, human rights violations, to punish an act of aggression. Now, this is not accepted by everyone. Some people would say that a war of punishment can never be a just war. War crime is what makes war unethical. War is governed by rules of the Geneva Convention of 1949 and 1977. War crimes are defined and established through 18 U.S. Code Section 2441, and war crimes have been persecuted under the War Crime Acts of 1996. War crime acts includes torturing, mutilating or maiming, rape, or taking someone hostage. My question to you, is war justified or ethical? In conclusion, violence takes many forms, including family violence, peer group violence, sexual violence, hate crimes, and media violence. I believe bullying is and has always been unethical and unjustifiable. I personally believe and have used discipline such as spanking to correct or control my child's behavior, and combined with teaching my children how to make better choices. My parents disciplined me. I came out fine. But there is a difference between child discipline and child abuse. I believe war is, at least theoretically, sometimes justified. War crime is what makes war unethical. Some forms of violence can both be justifiable and unjust. What are your thoughts?